Hello, welcome to the Marist School. My name is Will Miller, and alongside Gary Jones, we will be commentating the Rotary League Championship game, Westminster Wildcats versus the GAC Spartans. We got about 30 seconds left until the start of the game. Coach Jones, how do you think this game is going to play out?
This is going to be a very close game. Seventh grade team did secure the first seed going into the tournament and received a first-round bye. And they advanced to this championship game by defeating Marist in overtime. GAC evidently defeated Lovett in the semis by a 1-point victory. And so apparently there's a lot of parity in the seventh grade basketball league this season, which is great for all schools. We're fortunate to be here in the championship, and we're looking forward to the Westminster Wildcats representing our school and taking home a trophy.
All right, so we got a great game going. Number 45 for the Wildcats, Peter Rooney, is going to be tipping off. Also on the court is number 33, Ward Croft. Number 0, David Vroon. Several others, I can't read their number.
That's also Paris Howland out there. And GAC does receive the tip. And number 3, Boyd, the son of former Westminster head coach Cal Boyd, takes a first shot, drains a 3, and GAC starts the championship game by going up 3 points. Howland with a pass interception, but GAC can't hold on. They turn the ball back over to Westminster. So with 5:35 into the first quarter, GAC is up on Westminster 3-0. We got an early timeout called by Coach Davenport. Once again, GAC is up 3-0 on Westminster.
Yeah, GAC is pressing some hard defense against the Wildcats down there at our end of the court. Westminster had a really a decently tough time getting the ball back in to our players. So I can tell that GAC is really stepping up their defense. I think that's what they've been trying to do this game and what they've really been trying to do this season. And I think that's basically their game plan to defeat Westminster, is to play really good defense against them.
Absolutely. That's how it's done. Eighth grade just got through their championship. We got off to a slow start, a horrible start, down 11-0 and end up losing by 10. So that just shows how important it is to get off to a good start, which Westminster's not doing as we speak. All right, GAC, that's Stevens for GAC with a layup. Now they're up 5. Paris Howling bringing the ball up for Westminster. Nice outlet pass. We got an and one. Paris Howling to number 33, Ward Croft. Great adjustment to stop the bleeding from this little 5-0 run by GAC. So Ward's at the free throw line trying to finish the old-fashioned three-point play.
There you can see GAC again playing really tough defense against the Wildcats. Croft's first shot. Off the back of the backboard. Almost recovered by Rooney.
All right, that's Boyd coming down. Nice pass at number 20, Ellis. But the Spartans lose the ball. Wildcats will take possession. 4:57 to go in the first quarter. Wildcats trail 5-2. Paris Howling bringing the ball up. He takes it all the way to the basket. Good offensive rebound by Peter Rooney. Puts it back up. Ward with an offensive rebound. Rory Starkey kicks it out to Ward. Vroon settles his offense. Westminster running the read and react offense, implemented by Coach Trey Malloy. Nice pick by Roon. And Paris goes up for the floater, no good. Good rebound by Ward. Starkey shoots and misses. It'll be GAC ball.
Yeah, Rooney is going to be, I can already tell, playing a really key part in this game. He's pretty much taller than he is taller at least by 6 inches than everybody else out there, or at least out there right now. So he's going to have to be the big man on the court and really get a lot of rebounds for the Wildcats.
Number 22, Boglin for the Spartans, draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. Westminster in the man-to-man defense. Appears that we're switching on picks. Boglin hits the first of 2. GAC extends their lead to 6-2. Boglin hits the second of 2. Cats down 5 early in the first quarter. Vroom breaks the press. Nice pass down the court to Howland. Howland goes up strong and scores. Nice right-hand layup by Paris Howland. Westminster now leads 7-4. Stevens is the point guard for GAC. Passes to number 20. That's Ellis. Ellis takes an extra little baby step. Called for the travel. Westminster basketball.
That was a really nice response right there by the Wildcats. Those, that foul and 2 points just come right back at it, even up the score again.
Paris Howland driving to the basket. He dishes. Didn't quite have Rooney, but tried to force it down low. We're bailed out by a reach call on GAC. All right, Will, so kind of a slow start for Westminster, but fortunately, as many turnovers we've had, we're only down 3.
Yeah, it's getting to be a really aggressive game. You may have just noticed Peter Rooney down there fighting for the ball with, I believe that was 22 for GAC. So it looks like it's going to be 22 for GAC and Rooney going at it all day.
Another post-entry turnover. Usually post-entry turnovers lead to transition easy layups for the opponent. As a basketball coach, that's one of my big no-nos. Make sure you take care of that ball as you post-enter it. Paris Howland with the floater is no good. 42 shoots and misses. Rooney with the rebound, he loses it. Ellis is more aggressive. Boyd with another 3. His dad, Cal Boyd, one of the all-time ACC leaders in three-point shots at Wake Forest, passed those genes down to his younger son. Three-point shot is a killer in junior high basketball. You get, of course, an extra point, and it's an instant momentum shift when you shoot that three-pointer, right, Will?
Yeah, it is. There were several three-pointers in the past 8th grade game that changed the momentum. And that was really key to Westminster's unsuccess, I feel, was the lack of three-points by our team. I think we only had 2 in that past 8th grade team, but hopefully the Wildcats can rack up some more here versus GAC.
That's big. Peter Rooney trying to finish, but he's blocked by GAC. All right, Rory goes up strong, and he's fouled by number 10. That's Lewis. Rory Starkey, an athletic, quick guard for Westminster. I love his intensity, his apparent desire and determination. Looking forward to coaching him next year.
Starkey's first shot is off the rim, almost in. Second shot hits off the back of the rim.
Basketball comes down to 3 main things. Defending the 3, rebounding, and not turning the ball over. I think in those 3 categories we're losing. We're not defending the 3 well. We're not rebounding well. And as we see, almost another turnover. So if we can tighten up those 3 areas, secure some rebounds, defend the 3, minimize turnovers, we'll be in good shape. All right, Malcolm Strickland is now checked into the game, number 21 for Westminster. He throws up a ball stolen by Boyd. Boyd comes down. Nice defense by Starkey, but he is called for the foul. I like to hustle back to not allow the easy layup for GAC, but it does send young Boyd to the line.
Yeah, he just kind of came down and tried to get all ball. Got barely just got a little bit off of Boyd there for GAC. Sinks his first one. That scores 13-4. We got about minute 55 remaining.
Boyd does sink his first, and he sets up for the second. He does miss the second rebound. Malcolm Strickland, great rebound. GAC is playing full court man-to-man. A lot of pressure. Strickland does a good job of bringing the ball up, passes to Paris. Paris takes his man off the dribble. Nice dish. And 40 for GAC. That's Roberts is called for the foul. Westminster's down 9 late in the first quarter, 1:42 left to play in the first quarter. GAC is leading 13-4. Ball's passed to Ward. Ward takes the ball in, kicks out to Strickland. Strickland penetrates, shoots, and is fouled. Nice penetration, nice aggressive move by Malcolm Strickland. In a tight man-to-man situation like this, you want to be aggressive. You want to have ball handlers that are able to take their defender off the dribble, which Malcolm does in that case. That's going to be the formula for success for Westminster.
Yeah, you can see GAC there just being so aggressive on Westminster, just trying to get our energy down. Strickland's first shot goes off the back, recovered by GAC.
So the good thing is GAC is now committed 17 fouls. So from here on out in the first half, Westminster will be in the bonus. Possession. They kick out to their point guard, Stevens. 1:15 remaining. Number 20, that's Ellis for GAC with the ball. Strickland's clapping, trying to pick the intensity up. Paris Howland defending the point guard. One, the floater's no good, but Rooney doesn't secure defensive positioning on the rebound, and we lose a rebound. All right, nice rebound by Ward. Vroon comes in, pushes the ball, overthrows Rooney. Westminster's certainly struggling in the first quarter. 47.2 seconds to go in the first. Number 1, Stevens for GAC brings the ball up. Vroon is defending Boyd. Boyd shoots another three. He does miss. Nice rebound by Strickland. Almost a turnover. And GAC attempts to steal the ball, a reach, not called for the foul. Westminster retains possession. 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. Float entry pass to Rooney. Nice defensive hustle by Boyd for GAC, but Westminster does retain possession again. 23 seconds to go in the first quarter. Post entry turnover. Strickland with the turnover. GAC turnovers begat transition layups, which GAC capitalizes on. Once again, in junior high basketball, when you turn that ball over more times than not, it does come to fruition in the form of an easy transition layup, which GAC does get. If you think about it, Will, the score is 15-4. Most of GAC's points are on either transition layups or wide open threes by Boyd.
Yeah, well, Westminster's got to be sure. We've got a lot of good players that are really fast and quick. as does GAC. So we really have to maximize our efficiency, make sure that we utilize good passing, and make sure we get it around the outside and make GAC move, and make them sub some more. So we need to sub some more so we can get some fresh players in, etc. So we got Rooney, Strickland, Croft, Vroon, and Paris, Holland out there again. So same players. GAC comes out onto the court. So we got 10 seconds left. Westminster's down by 11. And GAC coach wants to sub. The ref says no.
All right, Will, 10 seconds. We need a nice, quick bucket these last 10 seconds to end the quarter with some kind of momentum. We're down to 6. Pass to Ward. We lose it. And GAC defends it. And that's the end of the first quarter. Once again, those 3 hidden factors of basketball: rebounding, defending threes, and turnovers. GAC is winning all 3 of those categories. They're forcing the turnovers. Westminster's committing the turnovers. GAC is out rebounding Westminster for the most part. And GAC is defending our threes, and we're not defending theirs. And when you add all that up, you have GAC 15, Westminster 4 at the end of 1.
Yeah, I agree with all of those. So Westminster's really got to I think it's really important that Westminster gets up or ties going into the half. I think that's really important for Westminster to do, just to have some sort of momentum and not be down going into the second half. That's just really just not a great way to start the second half. Hopefully, GAC and the bonus will help us a little bit with that. But Westminster's still got 11 points to score in 6 minutes. Very feasible if we play some good defense against GAC and have to. We got to get some points, obviously, and I also think that Rooney needs to get some more rebounds. He's the biggest man out there, tallest, so he needs to get up against number 22, jump up and grab some more of those rebounds and be really physical.
Nice, Will. Nice. And, Will, mark my words, next year when Rooney enters the 8th grade, he's going to meet Coach Gary Jones, and I'm going to help him with his aggressiveness. That's one of the things I have a knack for, is helping kids become more aggressive. Speaking of Rooney, big Rooney for the putback layup. Nice layup. Cuts the lead to single digits. Westminster only down 9. Number 1 for GAC. No good, but offensive rebound. Look at Rooney. It's as if the subliminal message reaches Rooney. He hears us from up here, Will. Got more aggressive. Steals the ball from Westminster. Strickland on the floater. No good. GAC rebounds and takes possession. That's number 1. Out hustles Westminster in transition. Gets an easy layup. Stevens with the easy layup. Almost a steal there. Another steal there. Starkey almost steal, but Starkey does secure it for Westminster. That floater's there all day. Starkey hits. 17-8. Westminster's offense beginning to get loose. All right, nice rebound, Rooney. Vroon takes it. Court to coast pass. Starkey with the floater. Starkey with the floater. We need to stop ball. Westminster cuts the lead to 7. Boyd settles his team for GAC. 4 minutes, 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Offensive foul called on number 22. That's Boglin for GAC. He tries to set the screen but moves his foot a little bit, Will. You know, Will, when you set those screens, you got to be stationary.
Yeah, when my dad he graduated in high school class of '90, when Coach Dave Drake, who was his basketball coach, as soon as one of the players would get 5 charge fouls against them and not get called for a foul, he would take them out and get a steak dinner for him. So Westminster's got to be sure just hold their ground. And Peter Rooney really seems to be getting more aggressive. He's been getting signals. Looks like ref is going to call maybe a technical on Strickland, and Strickland is not happy about that.
Yes, Malcolm's called with a technical foul. All right, double technical call. First, number 21, Strickland for Westminster. Number 1, Stevens for GAC. I saw the commencement of that little friction between those two players. Actually, Stevens for GAC had a little push-off on Strickland. And Strickland, a kid that I've known since he was a young boy, comes from a level of athletics where he's not accustomed to getting pushed around. So his instincts are to push back a little bit, but he didn't push back. He did verbally push back, but not physically push back. So Malcolm's a little frustrated that he got called for the tech for just verbally, I guess, clarifying with Stevens that he's not going to take any type of pushing around. But after the dust is settled, it's a double tech called. No one will shoot any technical foul shots. The score is still GAC 17, Westminster 10, with 4 minutes and 2 seconds left. So, Will, Strickland didn't play at NYO, but he did come from something as equally as competitive and not accustomed to getting pushed around.
Yeah, if you're just around Strickland at all, you can tell definitely he's not the type that likes to be pushed around. He's very aggressive, which helps him in his football career as well as basketball. As GAC goes up and misses their shot.
All right, that's the aggressive point guard, number 1, Stevens for GAC. Gets an offensive rebound, puts it back up, gets fouled. He'll be shooting 2. 3:43 to go in the second quarter. Westminster's trailing GAC 18-10. I mentioned earlier rebounds, defense on threes, and turnovers. If those 3 categories are pretty even, then it's come down to free throws. And fortunately for Westminster, GAC does miss the second free throw and only extends the lead by 1 point. Vroom takes the ball down the court. I think the ref called the foul on the floor. It will not be. He initially said no shots, but now they've changed it to 2-shot foul. Once again, when that rebounding defensive intensity turnover battle is neutral, which it has shifted to neutral now, it comes down to free throws. And Vroom does sink 1 of 2 to cut the lead back to 7. All right, Stark is defending number 1, full court. He switches and that Paris is on number 1. That's Stevens for GAC. Passes to Boyd. Boyd's the shooter. All right, Rooney with the rebound. Outlets to Howland. Howland out to Starkey. Starkey for 3. He misses. We're 1 disadvantage of shooting that 3 in transition. You have no rebounder, so it's really a one-and-done situation. Good help defense by Howland for Westminster, but we're not able to get the rebound. Oh, nice save. Nice rebound and save. Nice effort by Ward Croft. Paris not quite able to secure it. But Ward Croft, I like that kid. Will, he does the little things that many don't recognize. He gets the rebounds. He gets the defensive stuff. I like that kid.
Yeah, he's got a really high intensity of play. He's willing to put life and limb out there on the line. Just getting the job done all the time, every time.
All right, Rooney battling with number 14, Thomas, for GAC. And they call the ball out on GAC, so Westminster does take control of the basketball. Well, this is a great, important possession right here. Down 7. We missed the 3. Nice offensive rebound by Rooney. If we can score anything right here, we can cut it to 5 or even maybe 4. Vroom drives, nice dish to Rooney. He takes an extra dribble, and that extra dribble will cost him the layup. Rooney was so deep in the paint, and so big, so tall. All he needed to do was just put it straight up and utilize his height advantage. But as opposed to going up, he went down with a dribble, which gave GAC a chance to defend. Fortunately, he was fouled and can shoot 2.
First shot dishes right into the back of the net. Rooney's been playing really aggressive this game, and the second quarter, and he's probably gotten at least half of Westminster's rebounds here, which is really key to the success, which is why he's shooting free throws right now. It's because of his rebounding skills in the second quarter.
Jump ball is called. GAC gets possession of the basketball. Will, being a great history student that you are, you remember that War of 1812. There's a war going on right now. The score is 18-12, GAC. But we've cut the lead to 6. And our defense, open three. GAC unable to connect. Paris, nice effort to secure that rebound, but he was stepped out of bounds. Timeout, 2 minutes, 13 seconds to go in the half. GAC 18, Westminster 12. What do you think, Will? We got a shot?
I definitely think we got a shot. It's only a three-possession game, or three possessions to tie it up. So I definitely think we got a chance. We still got 2 minutes left. And I definitely think it's very possible if we play some really good defense and charge down the court and be really aggressive against GAC. I definitely think it's possible for us to get 6 points in just over 2 minutes. So we got Coach Davenport down there talking to his players. Looks like he's going to send the same ones out back onto the court, which would be Vroon Rooney, Wardcroft, and Howland.
All right, here we go. 18-12, entry pass not defended well. .33, that's Wardcroft called with the hold. Croft wasn't able to defend the cutter in the inbound play, and fortunately we didn't give up a basket there. GAC comes out in their motion offense. Westminster still in man-to-man. Playing good half-court defense, Will. Man-to-man, we're switching on picks. We're not allowing Boyd to shoot those threes. Boyd way out at NBA range, unable to hit. But once again, Will, offensive rebound by Ellis. Ellis puts it back up, and now we're down 8 again. All right, Roy Starkey out of control, unable to settle himself, comes down and commits the offensive charge. Those last 2 possessions, we get an offensive rebound by GAC, offensive putback, and then an offensive charge by Westminster.
Yeah, Davenport was not at all happy about that. Just takes him right out of the game and puts 21 Strickland back in place of him. Davenport doesn't like that at all, being a basketball coach.
And Coach Davenport, very tough coach. He's not as nurturing and patient as I am. You know, if that was my kid, I would bring him over and put my arm around him and tell him how much I love him and how, even though he committed that charge, it's okay. Is that right, Will?
Definitely not. I know you too well, Coach.
All right, 7th grade. I'm enjoying this game. Can't wait till next year. Well, I'm not sure what that call was. Okay, out of bounds. They called GAC for the push. They called Stevens for the push. Malcolm is a little overexcited. Okay, if Malcolm just maintains his composure, he's a great athlete, great basketball player. Just maintain your composure, Malcolm. Weather the storm. And we're still in good shape. We're only down 8. I know Will Miller wants another turnover, inbound turnover. Another inbound turnover, another offensive rebound. However, Westminster is very fortunate to retain possession. Almost another turnover. Westminster does retain possession. Vroom takes it to the hoop. Floater, no good. They hit loose ball. All right, turnover. And Ward Miller is fouled by number 10, Lewis. I tell you, Will, it's amazing. GAC has dominated this game in terms of loose ball, steals, rebounding, aggressiveness. We're fortunate to only be down 8 points.
Yeah, I agree. GAC is just totally out aggressive. I mean, they're so much more aggressive than us right now, and that's a real problem when you're in the championship game. 37.1 seconds left, but it's Croft sinks his second, but it's just a bad problem to have in the championship game. If the other team is more aggressive than you are, it completely drains your energy, and you eventually, hopefully, Westminster can get more aggressive in the second half. But I'm pretty confident that we can go in with 15 seconds left.
Good help defense there by Malcolm Strickland. Ward doesn't box out. Rooney does box out. He's fouled, not called. Vroon is fouled. Boyd is called for that foul. Very physical game. Once again, Westminster is in the double bonus now. GAC's committed 10 team fouls. So David Vroon goes to the free throw line. I tell you, Will, it's 5 seconds to go before the half. If David can sink these free throws, we're only down 5.
Yeah, he just missed his first one, unfortunately. So if he makes the second one, we'll be only down by 6, which is, 2-possession game going into the second half is not all that bad of a start going into the second half. Although he misses his second one, that ain't good.
And that's the half. The basket's no good. With the score, Greater Atlanta Christian 20, Westminster 13. Coach Pete Davenport, Coach Dave McMahon lead their boys into the locker room for halftime. Manager Julian Mason, one of my boys down there helping out. GAC, Will, they began with a 15-4 lead at the end of one, if I'm not mistaken. Since then, Westminster has scored 9 points, GAC only 5. So Westminster's defense, coupled with GAC missing a couple of point-range shots, has held GAC to 5 points of offensive productivity in that second quarter. We certainly have a chance in this game. We got to stop turning the ball over. We got to start penetrating more, taking advantage of GAC's over-aggression on defense. We have the guards to take it to the hoop, hit floaters. Rooney has to hear our subliminal messages again, has to assert himself a lot more, become more aggressive, stop all these second-chance shots by GAC, box out, get rebounds. That's my take, Will.
Yeah, great advice there, Coach Jones. All right, we'll be right back. We got just about 5 1/4 minutes left in halftime, so we'll be right back after this interview with Jack Schlafly, 8th grade basketball player, and Gordon Beckham, former graduate of Westminster, now plays for the White Sox.
Hi, I'm Jack Schlafly, here with 2005 alumni Gordon Beckham. How are you doing today, Gordon?
Doing great. Excited to be here. Just finished the lift, and excited to be here doing this interview with y'all.
So today is the Battle of Buckhead game, Lovett and Westminster. You've experienced this yourself, being an all-state player junior and senior year. What is it like in this situation?
It's definitely a lot of fun. I mean, there's a lot of good players on both teams, and you go out there and you really want to represent your school well, and obviously there's a lot on the line. There's just a lot of people that really love this game. You know, people that don't even go to Westminster and Lovett games all year will go to this game because it means a lot to a lot of different families around this area. So definitely a lot of emotion. The team that usually can check that emotion and just play physical but play the right way will usually win this game. I mean, you got to just keep your emotions in check because that's usually the way it goes.
After high school here at Westminster, you went on to play college baseball at Georgia. You won the 2006 College World Series and led the NCAA in home runs in 2008. What was it like playing at Georgia?
It was fun. I mean, we had a blast. We made it to the College World Series a couple times and enjoyed that and definitely had good teams when we were there. But just experienced college at Georgia. It was just a great experience, and you get to go play baseball. It's a lot of work, but it definitely paid off for me. I mean, the more I worked, the better I got, and continued to get better and progress. And then I made it to the big leagues. So, but it all started at Westminster and it ended at Georgia, and then it kept going, and obviously in Chicago.
And once you moved to Chicago, you got your first debut against the Athletics. What was it like stepping out onto that field?
It was cool. I mean, it was definitely a lot of fun. I mean, something you dream about. You don't ever think you're going to get that call up and somebody telling you that you made it to the big leagues, and then you get up there and you experience it and you see all the people in the stands and you feel that rush. I mean, it's something that you won't ever be able to duplicate.
And I got to ask you one more question. Your walk-up song, Your Love. Why that one?
I don't know. I had it when I started it when I was a freshman in college and just kept it going. It seemed to work for me there, and I just kept it going. But it's always a good song, fan favorite. It's an old song, but people tend to like it, and they just kind of connect with it. A lot of people that grew up in the 80s know what I'm talking about.
Thanks, Gordon. I'm Jack Schlafly here with Gordon Beckham. Go Cats.
Hi, my name is Harrison Larkins, and I'm here with the Emmy Award-winning star of NBC's hit show The Office and Westminster alum Brian Baumgartner. How are you today, Mr. Baumgartner?
I'm very good. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
So, you just did a Q&A.
You didn't dress up for me.
Well, I have on my Westminster Players t-shirt because I know you were also part of the Westminster Players.
Okay. Go ahead.
Speaking of which, you just did a Q&A out on Kellett's stage for the assembled, some of which were the Westminster Players and other students.
Right.
How did it feel to return back to the stage where it all began?
It's pretty cool, I have to say. I mean, even being back in this room, this theater was built my second year. So my first year we were doing plays over in Presley Hall, and there was no dressing rooms. But I remember very fondly time in this room and out on this stage. And Westminster is truly very lucky to have a facility like this. Obviously, Eric Brannon is a huge part of why it's so successful, but to have